Hi, my name is Hilton Woods, and I was on the swim team, the varsity swim team at Oakland University from 87 to 91. OU is actually my family, I would think, my second family, because when I went up there, I was really a young guy. I was like barely 18 years old. So I actually grew up in Michigan and grew up around the guys. And it was kind of like a brotherhood for me, right? I didn't have any brothers. I only had a sister. So it was like, I felt like it was just a brotherhood and learned a lot of things. I was cold in the beginning because I was coming from a Caribbean island. So the weather was, was something that's really different to me. But I really enjoyed my time there. I mean, learned a lot of things, and I grew. I grew as a man there, actually, in Michigan at Open University. Well, setting goals. So basically, training as a swimmer to train. It's a one-man sport, but you always have the leader, right? So the coach is always the very important. They're actually, you could say, the drivers for it, right? So they have a plan for you, and they're setting a goal, and then by them setting that goal, you would do your ultimate best to achieve the goal. So all that same concept of achieving a goal, setting goals, and trying to better yourself, all of that I applied it in my day-to-day life, right? And everything I've done, I always try to be the best at it and try to make sure I can achieve the highest point of it. So I think that's something very important that I felt that I got from being a varsity swimmer and a student at OU, trying to be the best I can be. The swimmers, they don't go to their family, they go home to their family, they actually go on a trip, right? And in this occasion, I end up going to a trip in Curacao. And I was, when they went there, I was a junior in high school. And I was actually swimming at the same pool where they were actually swimming. And then I was invited to swim with them, do some training with them. So basically, I was just like do some workouts and stuff with them. And that's how it actually started, right? And then they approached me and asked me if I was interested of studying in the States. I went up for a recruiting trip the following year, and I really enjoyed it. I mean, I thought it was pretty neat. And that's how it all started. And that's how I ended up in Rochester, Michigan. Actually, when they said Oakland University, we were familiar with Oakland Raiders in Oakland. So I was actually thinking it was California in the beginning. They're like, no, 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 it's not California. It's a Midwest. I'm like, well, Oakland University in the Midwest. And then they're like, yeah, it's in Michigan. And and that's how it all came about. Start with well, there's so many. I mean, I would start mentioning, well, Pete Hovland, Tracy Hughes. I remember Matt Krogan, Mike Colliver, Jim Surrick, my roommate Pete LaCreekhill, the whole team. I mean, there's so many people that I can. I mean, I can go on and on and on. That I could. It's a lot of people, but I mean, everybody that I was a part of and that I lived with and worked and swam and went through victories and triumphs, and I lost together. I mean, it was just a real team, right? So yeah, those are the people that I really would really like to express my gratitude towards. Oh, and then it was like the diving team, Mark Duff. I remember those guys. I mean, I remember I had people help me out with a lot of things when I first went up there. I would say just go all out at all times and just use, uh, again, practice as a rehearsal. So then when you get to the show or the meet, or in our case with swim meets, right? Or in our case with national championships, you're polished and ready to go. You just said, I think I was pretty good. I think I did a nice job. I think I accomplished some stuff, but you never think that people would consider it, right? And I'm very thankful and grateful and humbled that, that they considered me as a part of Hall of Honor. And, I'm very excited to be a part of it.